One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Complete on the comeback. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Creates a little space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. The short hands, it's Hurley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to look downfield again. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Knowles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
That makes the score. Florida State, 21. Stanford, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Get Catch open down the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Hold and fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Clinton. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snags it over the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter. And all
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw
touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 42-yard. And that's a 1st down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tackles. He stopped immediately.
Well, you blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Levy. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Levy. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Noles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're...
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Complete. Good. Running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half.
42, Stanford 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum. Here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Florida State offense will take over.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Got the quick completion across the 45. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, it's complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Florida State, 56. Stanford.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knowles. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is... This team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Off play action. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. There's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Snagged out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He makes the catch at the 10. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Oh, that just really nice catch. By the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. In the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the 3rd and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for. Back in this offense, you got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.